Hi, CSC Movie Recaps here. Today I am going to explain a Chinese youth romance film called Sweet Combat. In the opening scene we are introduced to Fang Yu, the best female MMA fighter in the state. She has only recently started taking part in official matches, but has had an unbeaten record. Her recent big win has caused a sensation in the media, making her even more popular. A flashback shows us Fang Yu telling her wealthy businessman grandfather that she wants to be a fighter. She was always expected to help the family business growing up, hence her grandfather was very disappointed. Then a young guy from Macau named Ming Qian was presented to us. His two younger siblings are in middle school right now. Ming Qian is now responsible for the children because their mother left them and their father died. His brother enjoys viewing MMA matches on television, and Fang Yu is his favorite competitor, whom he refers to as the Queen. Ming Qian had to leave college and start working as a delivery person at a nearby restaurant in order to provide for his younger brothers. He is currently making every effort to enroll in a college, with a respectable scholarship, so that he can finish his education. He is asked to bring food to a nearby martial arts instructor one day while at work. The work is challenging, the job is difficult because the place is 20 minutes away, but the receiver wants the food in less than 15 minutes. We get to witness Ming Qian's excellent sense of direction under duress. When he is almost at his destination, he notices a poor street vendor attempting to gather fruits that have fallen from her cart. He has essentially memorized every street and shortcut in the city, which helps him do his job efficiently. The carriage is moving down the street as he assists her. A MMA fighter named Fang Yu then enters the scene and kicks the cart to halt it from moving any further. As the cart breaks and all the goods are lost, it causes more harm than good. When asked to apologize to the vendor, she simply hands her a bundle of money for the damage and walks away. Ming Qian huffs at the rude girl and continues his way to make the delivery. Fang Yu then goes to her former martial arts teacher and asks him for help. She is being pressured by her family to leave MMA and join their business. Confused, she wants him to make the decision for her, but the teacher refuses to do it, as the decision is hers and hers alone to make. The moment Ming Qian appears, he reveals that the person who placed the food order is also a martial arts instructor. He and Fang Yu exchange glances before parting ways without saying a word to one another. Ming Qian receives an email giving him a scholarship from a college, as he is heading to the restaurant. He is unsure whether he should relocate for his education because the college is in a different state, or remain because his siblings are used to living in Macau. He visits the Wisdom Fountain to seek guidance from the cosmos in order to resolve the conundrum. Fang Yu is performing the identical action at the same moment on the opposite side of the fountain. After some deliberation, they decide that Fang Yu will continue her career as a fighter, and Ming Qian will go to a different state. Ming Qian's boss is a helpful man who offers him assistance with the move and a job as a delivery boy where he is going. In fact, he extended an offer to Ming Qian for resources and money. The next scene shows Ming Qian and his brothers relocating to a new home. The interior of the building is fairly cozy, even though the neighborhood is not the nicest. The children appear to adore it. Prior to the master's passing, it is revealed that Ming Qian trained in boxing with him. After dropping the kids off at school and starting his new job at a KFC, Ming Qian goes to college for the first time. He has been accepted into the state's top sports college, Zhongzi, but up until this year, the school was exclusively for girls. In fact, Ming Qian will be one of the first guys to go to Zhongzi. However, when he walks in, he realizes he might be the only guy among hundreds of girls at the college. He starts to wonder if he misread the offer letter because not a single man is in sight. The girls are intrigued by the only man, and it doesn't help that he is also very handsome. Suddenly he bumps into Xiaomi, a tomboyish student who loves to box and skate. Ming Qian mistakes her for a guy and instantly starts chatting about how grateful he is to find another male. Instead of correcting him, Xiaomi simply puts a tiny pink clip on her hair and introduces herself. A shocked Mingqian apologizes before she skates away while glaring at him. The president and a teacher named Mr. Wang was worried because initially 10 men had applied to the college. But after taking a tour and seeing only girls, all of them requested a transfer. Currently Mingqian is the only one left. The president orders Mr. Wang to do whatever it takes to keep him content so he won't drop out. They want to expand the college's horizons, and the presence of male students will take a huge part in that. Outside, the girls start going crazy because of Mingqian. They block his way, offering help that he clearly doesn't need. One of the girls and Xiaomi get into an argument regarding who gets to take Mingqian to the principal's office. The conflict only ends when he tricks them into looking the other way and runs away. While he is at it, he happens to bump into Fang Yu. He instantly recognizes her as the rude girl from Macau. She accidentally cuts his hand with her bag and gives him money to apply a band-aid to it. Mingqian is furious at her materialistic behavior. He demands an apology, but to Fang Yu, money is superior to an apology. Before leaving, Mingqian calls her a mannerless freak, which triggers a childhood trauma in Fang Yu. A flashback shows us that Fang Yu kicked the cart that day to save a little girl crossing the road in front of them. Her intentions were pure, but it caused the street vendor to suffer a loss. In class, Mingqian sits among several girls and is clearly uncomfortable. The girls cannot help but stare at him even though he doesn't fancy the attention. Meanwhile, Xiaomi and Fang Yu are training together in the college's boxing club. It is revealed that they are best friends who share a common interest in boxing. Xiaomi sees something is bothering Fang Yu. On being asked, Fang Yu claims that the new guy's harsh comments made her rethink her behavior. In the following scene, she is at home thinking about Mingqian. Yet again, a flashback shows us that when she was little, her parents refused to acknowledge that she was a girl. They always wanted a son, so when she was born they treated her like one. She wasn't allowed to grow her hair or wear girly clothes. Her naive mind only understood that she was a girl when her younger brother was born. Only after his birth did her parents allow her to wear dresses. Overjoyed at finally being able to express herself, she went to her crush and gave him a gift, but since all her friends thought she was a boy, they called her a freak. The incident bothered her so much that she still struggles with her gender identity. Meanwhile, at Mingqian's home, his brother wakes up in his sleep and throws punches in the air. Mingqian laughs at his cuteness, before realizing that the girl he argued with is his brother's idol. He thinks to himself that Fang Yu's eyes resemble his mother's eyes, which made him angrier than he should have been. Earlier that day in college, Mingqian is continuously bothered by the girls so much that he can hardly concentrate on studying. The president and Mr. Wang, on the other hand, are overjoyed that he agreed to stay, but Mingqian is planning to transfer to another college. Even though they provide less percentage of tuition scholarship. The college's diverse clubs are the distinguishing feature unique to it. The students spend more time in the clubs compared to their studies. In the clubs, their talent and skills are polished and showcased at an international level. Some girls take boxing, some take taekwondo, some gymnastics, and so on. Fang Yu and Xiaomi are in the boxing club. The freshmen are encouraged to take a tour of all the clubs to choose one that they would like to join. During the tour, Mingqian checks out the boxing club and finds Xiaomi and Fang Yu fighting. He is mesmerized by Fang Yu's skills that are very similar to his master's. He assumes that she must have trained with the same master but dismisses the thought. The girls force Mingqian to be in their clubs and even fight each other. For the same reason, to get rid of them, Mingqian disregards his interests and decides to join the swimming club, the one with the fewest members. He confidently goes to the pool and takes a dive, waiting for the instructors to arrive, but strangely enough the pool is filled with several fish. A woman informs him that the club has been disbanded due to low enrollment and the swimming pool has been modified into an ecological pool. This is the last straw for Mingqian. he decides to transfer to another college even if it means paying more tuition fees. He expresses his worry to Mr. Wang, who implores him to remain. Even though he photographs Ming Qian and places its silhouette in front of the men's restroom that is being built down the hall, Ming Qian doesn't decide to stay. Mr. Wang responds to his repeated demands by explaining that the transfer procedure is simple. All he needs to do is complete a form and mail it to the college's filing box. Ming Qian follows instructions, but runs into a small issue when he attempts to send the form and is stopped by a group of women, who claim to be the college's first graduates. For the purpose of preventing Ming Qian from accessing the file box, they have been informally nominated by the president. He is easily defeated by the skilled women, who then return him to Mr. Wang's office. The instructor offers Ming Qian a better deal, but refuses to let him transfer. He offers to reduce the term of his student loan payments to 30 years, interest-free. If Ming Ting accepts the offer, he will get free tuition. Given his present financial situation, he doesn't want to pass up this chance. Even yet, he can't handle the strain of being the sole guy among hundreds of girls. He decides to think about the suggestion later. Ming Qian enters a restroom to change, but finds that there are women there. A nude Fang Yu he sees, kicks him to the ground. Xiaomi interrupts the argument between the two, thinking they're up to something shady. The two rebuff her, and Ming Qian leaves. The next scene shows Xiaomi, Fang Yu, and their adversary from the taekwondo class battling over who gets the final scoop of the strawberry flavor at the ice cream shop. On his way to deliver lunch, Ming Qian notices a bully dragging a youngster across the street. He aids the child in fleeing, but he himself is apprehended by the bullies. They drag him to a field and taunt him there till the girls show up. At first, they attempt to resolve the issue through conversation, but when the bullies begin acting aggressively, they start fighting. The girls and Ming Qian eventually succeeded in chasing them away after a protracted and interesting struggle. After the tragedy, Ming Qian makes friends with them and is incredibly appreciative to them. He decides to cancel his transfer and remain at Zhongzi because, despite potential difficulties along the way, the girls' college life doesn't seem that horrible to him. Ming Qian wants to experience a stress-free 4 years of college life with his new friends and benefits after accepting Mr. Wang's offer the very following day, much to the teacher's satisfaction. Thank you for watching. Please turn on notifications, like this video, and subscribe for more content like it.